Welcome back to Dungeons of Gaming!
Woo! Alright, cutscene again.
Hell yeah, it's going to be an unbelievably long and pointless intro there, but I'm sure everyone won't immediately click off. I don't know if you didn't immediately click off. Tell me why. If I pay Jesse in the comments. Hell yeah, kill those guys! Fucking got him! Did he not die? Oh, I guess he's a mini boss. Pardon me, sir.
Nope.
Oh no, he summoned bad guys!
Yeah, that's the thing that we missed that he did.
Oops, pardon me, good sir.
Alright, so that guy's dead.
Hell yeah, fuck that guy, I hate him. Oops. Nice dodge, bro.
Alright.
Man, he's really just clinking along in that armor, just like do 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 do. Really giving himself away that he's walking around this room.
He sure is.
I would feel really bad because he's obviously like the tank for this party.
Yeah.
And to just be so ineffectual at protecting my teammates. Be really depressing.
Well, that's what happens when you put the armor class 25
armor that gives you 5 movement speed.
Yeah, up against the fucking like rogue.
Yeah, true that.
Whose speed is like 47. Hooray! That guy's dead.
I was gonna say, does that guy just die now that the main guy's dead? But
nope.
He doesn't. That's fine. He's got no helmet. He's got no armor at all.
And I'm not gonna let you do kung fu on me.
Hell yeah. You suck at kung fu anyway. Almost as bad as you do at walking around with armor on.
Yeah.
Hooray, we got the key!
We got the key. Except it's not a key in this one.
Huge key in this chest. I see it already. There it is.
We got the key item.
Hell yeah. Such a good hookshot design.
It is.
What's your favorite hookshot or equivalent design?
Double claw shot.
That's fair. I like the look of this hookshot better than I like the look of the claw shots. But as far as like which one's the coolest, definitely double claw shots all the way.
Absolutely. Honestly, that's like my biggest complaint with Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom is that there's no like claw shot.
Mm.
You're telling me you're giving me this open world game where I can climb on anything, but I can't fucking zip across shit?
Right? Nah, that's fair. That's the one thing. People complain in Twilight Princess how so many of the items aren't that useful. And I mean, they're not wrong. A lot of the items aren't that useful. But it has all the coolest items.
Yeah.
Like, the double claw shot, super cool. The spinner, super cool. The giant fucking metal ball, super cool.
Yeah. And useful.
Well,
in that boss battle.
Yeah. That's the problem. They're all really useful in the incredibly limited circumstances that you need them, and then not at all anywhere else.
Man, I can't wait for us to play Twilight Princess, which hopefully you'll play that one.
Hell yeah.
Because I fucking hate that boss battle.
Do you?
Yeah. I always manage to fuck it up.
That's fair.
I'm bad at it.
So close. If only I had a long shot instead.
Right?
Is the long shot like the worst item in Ocarina of Time?
No. The hook shot is.
Is it?
I was hitting the button. Why wouldn't it do? Oh, because I don't have any magic. Why?
Why?
Yeah, why, you asked me why the hook shot is the worst item?
Right.
Because the long shot is better.
I mean, literally, yes.
Like...
But it's just the same item, but longer.
Yeah. Like, is it worse because they give it to you way late in the game when it should have just been...
The initial one? Yes.
But that's why, to me, the hook shot is the worst item because its only purpose is to be a tutorial version of an item.
Not really. The long shot's only purpose is to arbitrarily gate you out of things that are too far away.
I guess. I don't know. I still like the long shot more.
They're exactly the same.
Okay. I like maple donuts more than I like chocolate donuts, and they're exactly the same.
Those are not exactly the same.
Sure they are. They're donuts. They're the regular glazed donuts. It's just one has a topping on it that I prefer more.
So they're not the same.
Listen, if it's one thing that I'm really good at, it's making really bad arguments.
Well, you got me there. The hook shot and the long shot are so close to being literally just the exact same item.
Yeah.
I don't even know a comparison to make.
That's why I was trying to go with donuts, but you had to be like, no, that's bad and stupid because you picked a bad and stupid thing.
Right. Well, it would be if, like... I don't even know. There's no donut-related analogy that I can think of.
Oh, a regular donut and a long john.
A long john's just long donuts?
Yeah.
Well, then there you go. Yeah, that would be the exact same thing.
Are those ones that look like bars?
Ah, yes. I was like, I don't know why that didn't work.
As soon as I did it, I was like, oh, right, I gotta have the doodad.
Oh, that's another... Because, like, the Iron Boots, they exist in Ocarina. They exist in this game. And
they exist in
suck
Twilight Princess.
And in this game, they get some more uses, so it's a little better. But then in Twilight Princess, you can use them to walk around on magnetic surfaces. Now, is it pointless and dumb? Yeah, kind of, in a way. Like, I'm not going to sit here and claim that, like, it was a super fun use of them, because, like, you're still just walking super slow around.
Right.
But it's cool. Twilight Princess is the cool Zelda game.
Yeah.
Twilight Princess is the Fonzie of Zelda games.
It's the rule of cool Zelda game.
Yeah,
yes.
and meanwhile, Wind Waker is like that guy who's played by Ron Howard.
Uh-huh.
Of Zelda games.
Sure. I know what we're talking about.
Happy Days.
Oh.
Because that's where Fonzie is from.
I watched Happy Days.
Did or did not watch Happy Days?
I did not.
That's fair. I have seen, like, almost no Happy Days. And what I have seen, I wasn't super impressed by. Probably one of those that was better in its time. I don't know.
Probably, yeah.
But the thing I do know about Happy Days is that Fonzie is cool. And also he jumped over a shark, and that's where Jump the Shark comes from.
It sure does happen to be that you just said.
You know, it makes sense that jumping the shark would be a literal term. But I would have never guessed that. And even if I did guess that, I definitely would not have guessed
that it came
from Happy Days.
Yeah.
Man, what's your favorite old sitcom?
Does the Andy Griffith Show count?
Well, yeah. It's super old.
I just like the...
Now, when you say just that...
Yeah?
Is that like a literal just?
I don't know. Like, I vaguely remember watching some of the episodes. I like Don Knotts in that show.
That's fair. He's pretty funny.
What are you talking about?
You know, it's funny, actually, because my favorite, like, old sitcom...
Uh-huh.
Also has Don Knotts in it.
Uh-huh.
Three's Company.
Three's Company.
2. It's just hilarious. I don't know if it still is, because I haven't watched Three's Company in, like, 15 years. But at the time, I was like, God. I love this show. It's hilarious.
Yeah. I don't know. I have a lot of trouble watching sitcoms. I don't find most of them funny.
Damn, bro. I mean, that's fair. There's a lot of sitcoms that are not that funny.
Like, every time I have to suffer through people being like, I like Seinfeld. I think it's really good. And I'm like, man, I'm
Happy
glad that...
for you, bro.
Yeah, I'm glad that you like it, but that could not be further from the truth for me.
I would never, like, sit down and watch Seinfeld, but I've seen some Seinfeld. And it was alright. Oh, there we go. I was about to say, why is it not working?
Because I wasn't using the right magic.
Hell yeah, fuck them up. Oh, I was like, why are you not going after them? It's because they're all falling in the hole.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I feel that. What I've seen, Seinfeld... Oh no, they're reviving!
Yeah.
Kind of just assumed that they would die when they fell into a bottomless pit.
Well, it's not bottomless.
Oh. Well, that isn't fair. All the other pits are bottomless.
Except for this one. And some other ones.
Yeah, well, yeah, except for all the pits that are not bottomless. They're all bottomless.
Exactly.
Alright, bro. Ah! He fell in the hole!
He sure did.
Super popular, or actually here, let me access this time for something completely unrelated.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Google best TV sitcoms of all time. Let's get the one and only Crandon opinions. Oh well, this is starting at number 100. That's a little too not popular enough for me. I need number 1 to start. And we'll go down from there.
Okay.
Here we go. This is on the Rolling Stone, so you know that it's like an article that exists. Somewhere is going to be number 1. The Simpsons.
Okay. I have been slowly consuming The Simpsons over the last year. I'm only in season 2. I see why it managed to be a favorite.
Hell yeah. I've only seen like a little bit of The Simpsons, a little bit of early Simpsons, a little bit of Simpsons from like 20 years ago, and a little bit of Simpsons from like 10 years ago, and none of them like super impressed me. But also, I get that The Simpsons is super fucking old.
Yeah.
And part of what made it so popular is just that it's fucking like an originator.
Yes.
So.
The kind of my favorite part of watching like the old Simpsons now is seeing how incredibly seeing how incredibly dated the show is, and not just because every once in a while they say something outdated or something like that, but because like when the show starts, the earliest like version of a video game that they have is an Atari.
Oh, jeez.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fair.
Homer and Marge's car doesn't have a cassette tape in it. It has, it technically has a cassette tape in it, but it's got an 8-track player, not a cassette.
Not cassettes. God damn.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And it really is just one of those, like, man, it perfectly encapsulates and makes a time capsule out of stuff that just is not the way that it is, despite the fact that it's only been, like 30-ish years.
Right.
Probably closer to 40. Actually, probably closer to 50 because they started in the 80s, didn't they?
They did. So, I don't know what year, though. So somewhere around 40 years.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, actually, this says when... Or no, it doesn't. Never mind. I was going to say, this says when they started. It doesn't. It says it for some of these other shows. So at number 2, they have Cheers, which I've literally never seen.
I also have not watched it.
Hell yeah, so fuck Cheers. Terrible show, obviously, because we don't even know about it. Third place, they got Seinfeld, which we just talked about.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Favorite show of all time, obviously. Number 4, they've got I Love Lucy.
I love Lucy. I did grow up watching that because my mom loved it.
Same. I didn't like it as a kid, but I've seen a lot of the clips as an adult, and I'm like, man, it's actually a really funny show, especially since it's from like the 50s.
Yeah, Lucille Ball. She was a cool lady.
Yeah, Lucille Ball, if you want to come back to life and come on the show, hit me up. Not for the coming back to life part. I can't help with that. You're going to have to figure that part out on your own.
I was wondering, I was like, how's he going to come onto the show about Lucille Ball, considering that she is
super dead and has been
dead.
Yeah, for quite some time. Number 5, they got All in the Family, which I'd never
All
seen.
in the Family. Is that the
Archie
one
Bunker?
that had, I guess not. Or is this
Archie
a different
Bunker's
show?
name is familiar, but I've never seen the show. I just know his name. Number
Same.
6, they got MASH.
Oh, I mean, MASH was a big show.
It was. Never cared for it very much.
Same.
Number 7, The Mary Tyler Moore Show, which I have seen, but not since I was a little bitty kid.
I can't tell you that I've seen it.
Man, we're really bad at this. The Honeymooners.
Oh, that's the one that jokes about constantly hitting your wife.
Yeah. Straight to the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen an actual episode of that. I only know,
Pow Bam Straight to the Kisser.
Yeah.
Same.
Number 9, Parks and Rec.
Oh, I really wanted to watch that because it looks really, really funny.
It does, but I've never seen it either, so no comment. Number 10, The Larry Sanders Show. Never heard of him.
Yeah.
Damn. Our opinions on sitcoms, not very good. Our opinion is mostly just I've never heard of it. Number 11, The Dick Van Dyke Show. I have seen that too, but it's another one that I haven't seen since I was a small child.
Same.
Curb Your Enthusiasm. Didn't like it very much.
Yeah, Larry David's comedy is alright.
13, Frasier.
I didn't watch it, but I've heard a lot of good things about it, aside from its reboot.
I didn't even know it got a reboot, so that shows how up to Frasier I am. I've seen a little bit of it. I wasn't super impressed, but...
Oh, right.
The Andy Griffith Show. We already talked about that one. That's your favorite. Favorite old one,
Yeah.
specifically. Arrested Development. That's a funny show.
Yes. I can agree with that.
I haven't seen any of the new Arrested Development that people say was not very funny, but the original show I liked. And I mean, how much could it cost to make a good reboot? Like $10?
Nice reference.
Number 16, The Cosby Show!
Well, you know, for obvious reasons, we're probably going to have to say that one's not very good.
I mean, I disagree. I think The Cosby Show is great, even though Bill Cosby is a terrible, terrible man.
I don't know.
I don't know about great. It was pretty good, even though Bill Cosby is a terrible, terrible man.
I just wonder about how some of those jokes change.
I mean, that's fair. I have not watched The Cosby Show since any of that. So, I mean, it could be, but I don't remember there being that much to The Cosby Show.
Oh, I really shouldn't have done that yet. Oops.
So, I don't know. Number 17, Taxi. Never heard of it.
It's vaguely in my brain.
I don't recognize any of these people from the show either, so... Oh, I do actually. I recognize Andy Kaufman. Oh, and Tony Danza. And Danny DeVito?
Huh.
Well, I don't know. Maybe Taxi was a great show, since it's got a bunch of people I recognize in it.
Yeah, maybe so.
Number 18, 30 Rock. Haven't seen it.
30 Rock's alright.
Number 19, Roseanne. Hate the show.
Yeah.
It was always terrible. The reboot was terrible. The original was terrible.
I mean, I like things about Roseanne. Like, I like the delivery and performance that we got from John Goodman.
That's fair. He's by far the best part of Roseanne.
Yeah.
And number 20, BoJack Horseman.
I have not watched that because it looks too depressing.
It it is depressing. I love BoJack. I haven't finished it. I watched everything that was out at the time that Sarah and I watched it, but that was like 2 or 3 seasons before the end of the show.
Gotcha.
So,
Sounds like you've got some catching up to do with your old friend BoJack Horseman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, part of me just wants to keep going through these till we get all 100, but I've got a funny feeling that as they get less and less relevant, we're going to have even more that are just never heard of it.
Well,
Never heard of it.
we might continue
Never heard
this.
Next time?
Yeah.
We won't. I'm closing the list out right now.
Okay. Well, next time you'll hear the joke that I wanted to make.
Oh, okay.